Hello, Kimmy. Hello, Pat. Hello, Gretchen. Hello, Tara. Hello, Amy. Hello, Odette. How are you doing tonight? And Jen. Hello, Mona. Is everyone having a good Saturday? Hello, Mary. So glad you could come over here too. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. Hello, Marcia. How are you doing tonight? And Terry. Yes, Amy, I heard about Jen's video and I'm so anxious to watch it. I haven't had a chance. I didn't know about it until we did the members live. And so I'm going to have to go check it out and subscribe. And I want to encourage all of you to do that. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay, Kimmy said she's had a great day, spent the day with her in-laws, and now working through counting my binders for our end of month closeout. Did great in June. That's great. Hello, Valerie. How are you doing? Oh, that's okay. I'm just happy that you was able to pop in and say hello. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all of you taking your time to pop in here. Hello, Dawn. Oh, hello, Pat. Thank you so much for joining. We have a new member, everyone. Pat Muskoka Oma has joined us, and I'm so glad. Yay! Be sure, Pat, to email me your information. I need your address and your birth date. Just the month and the day is all I need, and you'll find my email address in any of my videos in the description. Thank you so much, and I'm so happy to welcome you here. Well, that's good, Valerie. For some of you that don't know, I've been on vacation now for a couple of weeks, but we're going home on Monday. Tomorrow is my last day here with my daughter and my grandchildren. My grandchildren are grown, but the boys are in college, but in two different places really. But one of them is doing an internship in Orlando, and the other one is in school in Orlando, and he just started a new summer job this week, so he didn't get to come back this weekend. But the other one is here, and he's going to be leaving probably Sunday morning, driving back to Orlando. But and then Alex is here, of course, and so they are grown, but I still love spending time with them, and I love spending time with my daughter. I don't get to as much as I want to. Great, yes, I can't wait to go watch. No, I'm not back home yet, Cami. We're going home on Monday. But so Amy said that tomorrow we're just going to. Today we went and ran around a little bit, but tomorrow we are just going to stay home. We're going to have a cookout and have a pool day, and I've got to pack and all that kind of stuff. But we will be leaving here early Monday morning. So I'll be home Monday evening, sometime maybe around 7 or 8 o'clock. So you know how it is when you go somewhere. You always like to get home, but you hate to leave too, and that's kind of where I am. I always hate leaving them. I can't wait to watch Jen. Everybody go watch Jen's video and also subscribe. We need to support her. Andrew, if you can, go ahead and put the link in here too, like you did in our members live, so people can have the link to her channel. And her channel's name is Jen Finally Saves. Okay, great. Hi, Minnie. How are you doing tonight? Dolores, good to have you back over here. I'm proud of her too, and I haven't even got to watch it yet. Hi, Heidi. How are you doing tonight? Hope you've had a good day. Yes, who needs help with playlists this week? Once I get home, hello, Evelyn. Once I get home, I can run playlist. So people that need help with playlists, let me know. I am enjoying my vacation, Heidi. I always love being here with Amy and the kids. Amy, when she left home to go to college, she's, other than the summers, a couple of summers, she's not really lived at home. And she got married her senior year in college, and they have lived in Florida or in Knoxville. They lived in Knoxville, Tennessee for about 5 years, so it's kind of close. So we were like just a couple hours away for those years, and we could see them every 3-4 weeks, something like that. But other than that, they've been in Florida, and I've never, since she went to college, I've never really got to live close to her. And it's been really hard because we've always been really close, but I love being here with her. Okay, Minnie, if any of you have not subscribed to Minnie Brick Budgets, please go do so. She needs our help, and so does Kimmy's Corner. She needs our help. We need to do that, and we need to give them some watch hours. I'm going to write that down for both of them, watch hours. Minnie and Kimmy. And I can do that once I get home. It's kind of hard for me to do it here, but I can when I get home. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming over to the public live. I talked to my son, or Guy's been talking to him, and he says it has rained almost every day since we left home, but he says it's really hot. He said, even though it's raining, it is hot and muggy. Here where I am at Amy's, we've had a storm about every day, about 4 or 5 o'clock storms every day. But other than that, it's been beautiful the rest of the time. Yes, Kimmy, and I'm one of them. She says that hers and Jesse's collab toward 500 is costing a lot of folks a lot of dollars. So the sooner I get to 500, the better. Yes, that is a spicy little challenge, I tell you. I love it, but it is spicy. Oh, good, Tara. Tara hit 284 today. There's another one. If you have not subscribed to Lifted Up and Living, go do that. And let's give her some watch hours. We put her name down here. I see we've got the trolls coming out tonight. It's always the way, but you know what? We're not going to pay attention to them. We're going to go zap just like a gnat on the wall. Hello, Lynette. That's true, Kimmy. Yes, we've had storms just about every day since I've been at Amy's, which is kind of normal for Florida. And but every day around 4 or 5 o'clock, you'll start hearing the thunder and see some lightning. But it's been pretty. They'll come and then they'll go. Sometimes there's been some storms late at night, but the daytime has been really nice. We've been able to have plenty of pool time. I had a beach day. We've done some shopping. When I'm home, I don't really like to go shopping by myself. I just don't go, other than to buy groceries and stuff like that. But when I'm with Amy, she likes to shop, so we go. So I save all my shopping money from when I'm with her. Hello, Jeanette. How are you doing? Hello, Anna. Yes, Kimmy, we have a blast when we're together. And when you add Funny Alex in the mix, you always have a good time. Isn't that the truth, Kimmy? And she will just laugh. If she scratches a high number, she thinks it is so funny. She says, okay, you guys can't hear her sometimes, but when she's going to do a scratcher, she says, okay, I'm going to get a high one. That's what she's going for. And it tickles her when she gets one. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tara. Yes, we are. Oh, gosh. I don't blame you. Of course, I've scratched a few of those 20 and $25 ones myself here lately and about fell out of the chair. I didn't know they were that high. Yeah, she's funny, Jen. I think I had a $17 IOU a few weeks ago. I couldn't believe it, but I finished that challenge. But I've got it ready to print. When I get home, I am going to start Kimmy's Corner. I'm going to start her brick wall challenge, and it's going to have some high numbers in it because some of the numbers you use a D20 dice. So we'll see what numbers I hit on that. I love the box challenges too. Well, it's hard to pre-scratch them when you're videoing though, Lynette, because you have to scratch them in your video, so you don't know what you're going to get. And when you're doing someone else's, when I'm doing my own, I pretty much know if it's $100 scratcher, I know that the highest number is going to be a 12. But or if it's a 50, I know the highest number is going to be a 10. But when you're doing someone else's, you're not real sure, what those numbers are going to be. Okay, I have not bought one of Junior's challenges yet. I need to do that. Funny. I have got. I actually won the Hallmark box challenge on from Eva from Budget Your Life a while back, and I want to start it too, but I've got to get a couple other things done before I can start it. But it's pink and girly. And I usually don't either. I'm usually in the room all by myself when I'm recording. But when I come down here, last year I came down here and we were here for about 2.5 weeks in July, and I got Alex to do it with me, and she really loved it. So I knew that this year when I come back, she'd want to do it again. But other than that, when Alex and I are in here just by ourselves. Hello, Bo's Budgets. Oh gosh, Jeanette, I don't know if I'd trust them. Yeah, welcome to my live, Bo's Budgets. Yes, Terry, she did a pretty good job on. She's made a scratcher that has to do with crocheting, and then she made another scratcher that has doors on it, and she's put numbers on the doors, and she says something on it about opening the door to savings or something. It's really kind of neat. And then the two of us, worked together on a game challenge, and I've got an idea for another one. So I'm hoping that next week I'll have all that ready to drop in Etsy, and we might have some of it to give away next week. Oh, I know how that is, Pat. I know how that is. We've done this trip, and then we've got another one in September. So I told Guy, I said, any money we've got left over from this one, we've got to put back for that one and start adding to it. Plus, I think, I had a knee replacement on my left knee about 7 years ago, which it is absolutely great. But my right one is giving me such trouble, and he told me that I was going to end up having to have it done too, and I just wanted to put it off so bad, and but I'm almost at the point to I can't put it off any longer, and so I know I'm going to have to be putting money back for that. And as bad as I hate to, I think when I go home I'm going to go ahead and call and get my appointment and see if maybe he can schedule it for after our trip in September. So I don't know. We'll see. I really dread it so bad, but I'm hoping that I've been through it before, so I kind of know what's going on. I'm hoping it won't affect what I'm doing here very much. Hello, Jason. How are you tonight? Yeah, Kimmy, it's when I had the left one done, I told Guy then, I said, I will not do the right one because it was rough. But I'm at the point that I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. And as bad as I don't want to, but honestly, about a year after I had the left one done, I told guys that's the best thing I ever done in my life, and I'm hoping my right one will do just as good. That's what really got me into the pool too. I've always loved swimming, but when I had that done, I just took it upon myself. That was my physical therapy. I went to the physical therapist too for a while, but uh, I continued on with going to the pool, and I think that's the one thing that got me well so fast. Okay, let me see what I've missed here. Oh, okay, Jason, you be careful on the road. Thank you for coming in, even if you are driving. Yeah, Kathy, same here. I absolutely love my left knee. It's uh, just like it was before I had the arthritis and all in it, but my right one has got just as bad, if not worse, than it was when they did it. So I've got to have it done. And I was kind of putting it off too, waiting for Guy to be feeling better with his back and everything. So, because if I have it done, he's going to have to help me a little bit. He had to the last time for a couple of weeks, and he had to drive me to PT. He actually might have to drive me even more because it's my right foot, so I won't be able to drive as soon, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. Okay, Kimmy says, okay, Bo's Budget says, currently I have my dad in the VA recovering from surgery and my stepmother in the hospital across town. So I don't have time to start videos myself, but I hope to one day soon. Oh, I hope you do too. And we'll give you all the encouragement and support, believe me. Oh, I know, Kimmy. That's the way I felt after I had my left one done. And I was really hoping I wouldn't have to have the right one done, but I'm not going to be able to get out of it. The doctor told me I would have to, and I am. Well, I'm glad she's doing well, Kimmy. Hello, Chandra. Let's go ahead and do our Saturday Night Live savings, our Saturday Night Live saving with Judy, and we're going to be doing another 5 here in June. I went ahead and put my 5 in for last week, even though we didn't have a live last week, so I'm putting in my other 5. And that puts us, let me see, we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 going in. And that puts us at $120 now. For me, it does, because I'm putting in 5 a week. Okay. So that is our savings for this week. Yes, Bo's Budget. I hope that she does well and fast. Well, good, Kathy. Well, he told me when he did the left one, he said, you're going to end up having to have that right one done, but my right one was nowhere near as bad as my left. So I told Guy when I got the left one, I said, I'm not touching that right knee. It's just fine. But like I said, that's been like 7 years ago, and that right one is not fine now. The doctor was absolutely right. Yeah, I got a couple of them too, Andrew. Thank you, Lisa. Andrea, we won't talk about it, but I bet I know what your phone calls was about because Guy come to the door to tell me to. I don't know. Okay, good, Chandra. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the live. Yeah, Kimmy, I think that's it too. It's you do kind of walk a little off balance. And Amy even told me the other day, she said, Mom, you have got to go get your other knee done because they can tell because of the way I walk and kind of slower. And sometimes I get a little off balance. And so, yes, I know that I need to go do it. I can't put it off anymore. I've been kind of putting it off because of Guy, but because I knew that if I have it done, that he's got to kind of help me and for a couple of weeks, and I didn't want to put any more on him, but he's doing a little better. And he told me to this week. He said, when we get home, you're calling. So thank you so much, Kimmy. You're from New York. I have a niece that lives in New York. He's doing better, Kimmy. He still complains, about hurting. We walked quite a bit today. We went over to the festival area here in Tampa. Went to it was called a Maker's Market. It was like a craft show, and we walked quite a bit in there. And so just a little while ago, between the two lives, I ran out for a few minutes, and he was in the bedroom. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I was just laying down." He said, "My legs are really hurting." And I said, "Well, it's probably because we walked a lot today." And he said, "Yeah, I know that's what it is." But he's back out in the family room now. But he's doing better than he was before they put that new box in his back. Okay, good, Odette. I'm glad you could make it back. Okay, what do you say we do a giveaway? I'm What I'm doing, since I do not have any physical products with me here on vacation, we are going to do what we did a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to give away, and we're going to do it twice, and I'm going to give away $15 in my Etsy shop of printables. So if you win, just go over to my Etsy shop, pick out $15 worth of printables, send me an email, which my email is in any of my descriptions, and I will email you then the PDFs for those challenges. So let's go ahead and we're going to do 1 to 60. Okay, go. Yes, Kimmy, it's been hot here. Okay, in just a minute, Taryn, I'll answer that question. Oh, no, go on. I thought I saw it, but I didn't. Okay, we've got a winner. We've got a winner. It's Anna Banana Budgets. Okay, the number was 32. Congratulations, Anna. So just go over to my Etsy shop, pick out $15 in item and printables, and I will send them to you. Yes, it is hot here at my daughter's right now too. Oh, really, Kimmy? I've never had that happen, but I've heard a couple of people say that when they were putting in numbers really fast that happened. To go back up and answer, lifted up and living, Tara, she asked me, let me go back up to where her question was about Guy. She asked me if his heart was healing from the loss. Uh, some of you don't know, but he lost his best friend just a couple of days before we were to leave on vacation. It was sudden. Um, to tell you what happened, about a week before that, he had had an episode, it just come out of the blue, in his bathroom, and had gotten really sick and had quit breathing. Well, his wife she called the life-saving crew. Well, they were able to, bring him back and everything. He got good. He was good. He was good for about a week. They thought everything was fine. But Guy had told him, he said, you need to go to a doctor and really be, checked out. And he told him, he said, well, I am. He said that his brother was trying to get him in with his doctor and stuff. So anyway, Guy had gone to the garage just like 2 days before we were going to leave to come down here. And he called me and he said that they'd had to rush Justin to the hospital again, that his neighbor said that he had come out, his wife had already left for work, and he said that he had come out and started his truck up, and he went back in the house and he noticed he never came back out. So he went over there to check on him, and he was laying in the floor and he was already blue. The life-saving crew got there and they tried to revive him, but he was already gone. And he had I don't remember what the name, it was like a blood clot. It had happened in his lungs and it had cut off his breathing, is what had happened. And evidently that's what had happened to him the week before too. And they just didn't find it. But he was only 43 years old, and Guy he's had a very hard time with that. We debated on coming on to Florida or staying because we didn't know what the funeral arrangements were or anything. But he had signed up to donate organs, and it was going to be a while. So they decided that they were going to also do a cremation, but they're going to have a celebration of life on the 28th, this coming Saturday. So we will be home for that. But anyway, the first few days we were here, Guy, he was sitting around. He didn't really talk very much, and he would call Justin's brother, and stuff. And I knew coming down here was where he was going missing probably the most, because usually when we're here at Amy's, he sits out on the porch and he will call Justin about every day. And so I knew that was really going to hit him when we got here. But anyway, he's been a lot better this week. He hasn't talked about it or anything. So he's doing better. Yes, Kimmy, that's what it was. It was a pulmonary embolism. Yes, and he was only 43 years old, and has really shook Guy. I mean, you wouldn't think about a 43-year-old guy being a best friend to someone Guy's age, but he was, and Guy was his best friend, and his wife told me, I've been so worried about her, and I told her that when we come home, why didn't she come and stay with us, for a few days or whatever, and she never has really answered that she would do that. But anyway, she was telling me that Guy was Justin's best friend, and he was, and but Guy had a pretty hard time with it there for about that first week. He really did, but he hasn't talked too much about it this week. Yes, he donated his organs, and they decided to do a cremation, and but they are going to have a celebration of life this coming Saturday at a church in our area. So, but even while we were down here, we had people calling us to find out if we knew about it or knew that he had died and stuff. And of course we did, but everybody loved him. Me too. I'm glad I'm glad they are not doing it till after we get home. Hello, Terry. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. Okay, good night, Kathy. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, Grammy. Oh, thank you, Grammy. It's just one of those things in life that happens, and you don't have any answer for, you know. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here, Terry. That's just it, Terry. You never know what we're going to talk about. Sometimes we have happy and fun times, and sometimes we really get into depth on things. Hello, Angela. How are you doing tonight? Oh, Kimmy, thank you so much. We have another new member. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Make sure that you get my email below and send me your address and your birth date. And also, I will send you some member freebies back. Uh, Chandra, last July, I did the very first monthly calendar for the Christmas in July savings. And then I had someone ask me if I would do one for November. And I said yes. And I told them, well, I was planning on doing one for December for Christmas. And then I did those two. And then somebody said, well, why don't you just do it every month? We love them. So I just started making one every month. And I love them too because I'm saving $75 a month. Sometimes it's been a little less, but saving $75 a month with that challenge. And I will be putting up a new one this week for you to download for July. And the July one is going to be a Christmas in July monthly savings. So that's going to be my contribution to the Christmas in July challenges that everybody's doing. Oh, well, thank you, Kimmy. I'm so glad that you decided to join. I appreciate it. And welcome to our group. Oh, well, good, Kimmy. I appreciate that so much. I'm so happy that you enjoy my videos. I'm excited for Christmas in July too. Last year, what I did, I just have one little binder, is one of the little clear binders that I did. I just had some Christmas in July challenges in, and I made it so that I could finish all of those in July. They're just the short ones, and that's what I'm hoping to do this time too. Well, like I said, Kimmy, I'm so happy that you enjoy my channel. I love when people tell me that because I hope that you're enjoying it, but I also hope that I'm helping you too, as well as it helps me because I love saving that money. I tell you what, before I started my channel and really started doing that, I don't really know where my money was going because I didn't have the money that I have now. I don't know where it was going, but now it's like you can see where it's going and you see what you're saving for and feel good about it. That's just like me saving for that silly stove. I cannot wait to be able to walk into the I've already picked my stove out. It's a Home Depot, and walk in and pay cash for that. And you know what? I'm going to record it when I do. And I know it's just a silly thing, and I've said it so many times. I could go take some money out of savings. I could go use my Home Depot credit card and go ahead and get my stove, but I don't want to. I want to save that money and walk in and hand them the cash. And I think I'm going to record it when I do. Me too, Grammy. I haven't got mine organized yet. I have things downloaded and ready to print, but I'll have to do that after I get home. I'll probably start working on that maybe Tuesday, but I'm anxious to put it together too. Yeah, Anna, I think I might have more downloaded than I'll be able to do, but I'm going to have to do some picking and choosing there. I know, Andrew, isn't it something that you don't pay attention when you're not saving money like we are doing? You don't really realize where your money goes. And but once you start this little doing the challenges and you see you start saving for certain things, it's like all of a sudden you think, where was that money going? How am I able to save this now? I don't know. It's just really, really weird, but I'm happy about it. That's true. I quit swiping. That's it, Angela. I don't use my card like I was doing. Yes. Even using it as a credit card or a debit card, which I don't really use my card as a debit card, and the reason why is because I do not like putting my PIN number in those things. And then also our bank, if you use it as a credit, you get points for it. We actually got our air fryer that way. It was through the bank on those points. But I don't get much points anymore because I don't swipe very much. I saw that too, Kimmy. I don't remember whose video that was, but I saw that. Oh, that's wonderful, Mary. That's right. And Mary, I bet before this, you would think you wouldn't do that because you wouldn't have that extra $101 to be able to donate it like that. That's wonderful, Mary. I know my daughter thinks that we're crazy because when we're down here, we use cash for everything. They don't. They are card people. They use their card and they pay the whole balance off every month, and they've always done that. And but Guy and I always use cash. We were doing that even before I started the cash stuffing, but even more so now. And I know she thinks I'm crazy because we always have cash, and even the kids have made a comment about it because they've always grown up, with their mom and dad, use their cards. But I think that using that card is so easy to say, oh, well, I'll just use my card and I'm going to pay it back later. It's easy to do that using that card. When you have the cash and you think you're not going to go over your cash, you think twice before you purchase something. Yes, that's good, Dolores. Okay, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming, Lisa, and thank you for being my zapper this evening. We've really put you guys to work, I tell you. That's true, Kimmy. Well, good for you, Pat. Oh, good. Yeah, I did the 101 challenge when uh, Donna with Donna's Live last year, and that was so much fun to do. And then this time I'm doing the Dumbo brick wall with her on Sunday nights, and it's coming along pretty nice too. I haven't decided yet where that money's going. More than likely, that money might be going toward our September vacation. Really, I think it will, probably will. That's it, Kimmy. If you've got to pay cash, well, just like on vacation, you just have so much money. And I used to, when I'd come down here and I would go shopping with Amy and we'd go to Costco or whatever, I would just buy this or that willy-nilly, think, oh, I got to have that or whatever. I didn't do that this time. I did buy a few things, but I was very choosy in what I did get because I was going to stick with my money. Right, Dolores. That's what I've done too. Hi, Busy Bee Budgets. How are you tonight? That's true, Mary. It is. I was telling them in the members live, I've got one more payment, which will be the middle of July, and I will have that loan paid off where we borrowed money to renovate that little rental house, and I'll have it paid off. We will have our John Deere lawnmower will be down to about 1,500 by then, and then I'm going to start working that off. And then after that, I'm going to start really trying to put what both of those payments amounted to toward credit cards. I have 3 credit cards I want to get paid off, and it might take me a year, but I'm going to do it. That's it, Mary. That's what has happened with me too. We were living from paycheck to paycheck when I was working, and then after I retired, I have a retirement check and Social Security. A guy has Social Security, and we were just living from those checks coming in to the next one. But once I started this, it's like all of a sudden I think, why didn't I have this money before? Because that's what's kind of happened. Of course, now I do have the Etsy shop, and now I am making a little bit of money on YouTube, but still, I don't know what I was doing with my money before. That's true, Faith. I've never done that though. I've never done that tap to pay or with my phone or anything. I've not done that. Hello, India. Yes, we don't have a Costco where I live. We have a Sam's, but my daughter belongs to Costco. So usually when we're down here, we'll go a couple of times. I did buy in Costco. I bought some new readers because you can get them like 3 pair for like $13. And I did pick up some of the box of those. Let me see, what else did I buy in there? I bought my son a pair of shorts in there. And I bought my sister a jar of pecans. She loves those praline pecans, and I bought her some of those to take back to her. But lots of times when we would go to Costco, I would hit the kitchen area and I'd pick up some new dishes that I did not need. I love dishes. I would pick up things I didn't need and don't have room for, and new kitchen towels. I love those too and don't need them. And so Amy made a comment the other day. She said, Mom, I'm surprised you didn't even go over to the kitchen section. You usually do. I said, Amy, I don't need that. I don't need any of that. I'm not even going over there. And I didn't. Oh, I bought a pair of pajamas too for myself. But that was all I bought. That's right, Angela. Don't give up. I know that you had to stop there for a little bit, but you'll get it back up there. That's wonderful, Kimmy. That's good, Mary. I've got several long-term challenges. I have my 2025 that is just the $5 a week, and then I'm doing the $5 a week in one that's from Norella's Budgets, and that's her monthly one, and about 4 other monthly challenges. And I'm doing my monthly scratcher, and it will be $600 at the end of the year. The Christmas cookies all year long will be $600 at the end of the year. The 2025 one will be 300. So I've got several that's like that. That's just small amounts, $5, $5, or so on. And they will come in handy. And I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet, because that will all come in after Christmas. I'll have it all finished after Christmas. We have Sam's at home, and Guy and I do belong to Sam's, but we just don't have a Costco. And a lot of people are talking about that new BJ's. It's like a Costco and Sam's, but we don't have one of those where I live either. So do I, Grammy. I love pecans too. Oh, that's wonderful, Pat. Nearly 3K on credit cards paid down. Hello, Minnie. Yes, I love this community too. I tell you, I have met so many people here that I just, even though I've not met you face to face, it's like you've become my best friends, and I just love it. And the support that everybody gives each other, I love it. I know what you mean, Andrew, but I was really good at Costco this time. I did not go overboard. I'm bad to do that at Costco. And I don't, we have a Target at home, but I don't go to Target very much. I go usually around holiday time, or if Amy's home, we'll go to Target, but I just don't go there very much. Oh no, Mary, it's if you watch them just one at a time, and if you let the ad play, we get paid for those views on the ad. But you don't have to run a playlist for a creator, or a not a creator, a YouTuber, to get paid. You can just watch the one video and they will get something. Oh, Gretchen, I'm sorry about that. I know how that feels, though. If you guys remember, I had to do that last year when my computer went out and I had to go buy a new computer. And with the computer and software and everything, it's about $1,300. And I had to empty out challenges, and it just absolutely broke my heart. But it was all okay. I just started all over. Okay, good, Mary. Mary says that my cookie challenge is going to birthdays and Christmas toy drive. That's wonderful. That's the way I feel too, Tara. It's like every Saturday night I'm talking to a bunch of my girlfriends. It's like we have a girls' trip every Saturday night. Oh, I did not see that, Kimmy. I have to make a confession. I have not been on much today because we were out running around, but that is disappointing. So there was some complaining about copying ideas. Listen, here's the way I feel about that. There is so many creators out there now, and there are so many challenges out there now, that it's going to be almost impossible for anybody to make anything that somebody hasn't already done, or something similar to something that somebody's already done. And I say, you know what? Don't worry about it. If you have an idea and you've come up with this idea in your head of what you want to look like, you make it. And then if somebody else says, well, that's similar to well, you know what? I've seen others out there similar to what I've done too. But you know what? I don't care. There's too many of us now. There's too many of us now that we're not going to have duplication somewhere. And there's no point in complaining about it. Yes, and I think that's bad if somebody does that too, Kimmy. Oh, me too, Kimmy. I loved Hills. My kids grew up getting Hills clothing. I would, when my kids were little, I would go to Hills and Kmart and lay away their school clothes, pay them in payments and get them out. And then in the spring, I would go lay away vacation clothes until I paid them out and got them out. Kmart and Hills is what my kids grew up on as far as clothes went. Yeah, I know what you mean, Busy Bee. We go to Sam's and buy meat and the paper products. And I will go and buy canned food there because I have a pantry and I'll put it in there, but I don't overstock. Yeah, I like the Dollar General store too, Terry. Okay, that's good, Mary. My son-in-law made some really good salmon on the grill last Sunday. He did salmon and burgers, and it was very good. Hello, Eva. How are you doing tonight? Well, yes, Busy Bee. You know, there's only so many ideas. There's only so many images. A lot of people, including myself, use Canva, and you know how many games have we seen that is like the dice game, the racing dice game, or what's the game called where you roll the dice and come down the? There's a lot of them. So what? You know, they're still different. They're by different people, and they will have different images, even though they're the same kind of game. And that doesn't bother me. I say if you have an idea, go for it. If somebody else has had one that's like it, so what? You're not going to be. We're not going to be able for everybody to have a challenge that's like nobody else. That's not going to happen. Not anymore because there's too many of us. I'm sorry, that just sort of put me on a tangent, Kimmy. Sorry. It is juvenile. And I love those blue light specials, Kimmy. Plinko, yes. Yes, Kimmy, we had that very conversation over in the members live a little while ago. I was telling them that I got dinged by Etsy over my left, right, center game. But yet I see all the Disney, the Hello Kitty, different things on there that they're not saying anything about. I was telling them that several years ago I was selling hair bows, handmade hair bows on Etsy. I actually bought on Etsy these little images of Minnie Mouse. Didn't have the face on it. It was just a black image with the ears and had a little pink hair bow on it. And I bought those little images and cut them out and put them on a bottle cap and put in the middle of a hair bow. And I got in trouble with Etsy over that for copyright. But yet I bought it from someone else on Etsy, the image. That's not right. But so I've tried to be real careful ever since about using anything trademark. And I thought when I made my left, right, center game, I had it different enough, but evidently it wasn't. So I've got to rework it. I think so too. We just need to support each other. Yeah, you can't do, Angela, you can't do every challenge that's out there. Just do the ones you like. So what if somebody else has got one that's like it? Do the one you like. That's the way I feel. Well, Mary, there's, like I said, there's so many creators now. I see so many freebies, going up, and a lot of them are like, what does it matter? Just do the ones that you want to do. It doesn't, you can't help from being similar to someone else. Right. I agree, Fiona. I don't think you should do something that is exactly like someone else, but I've made things that I've seen, oh, they've copied my idea. I'll think that because I know they did, but I didn't complain about it. What's the point? I'm going to, Kimmy, I'm going to rename it and rework it a little bit, and I'm going to keep it. No, that's silly, Kimmy. I agree with you. There's a lot of emergency challenge fund challenges out there that's like that. I have a medical challenge with band-aids on it. You think I'm going to fuss if I see somebody else that has an emergency challenge or a medical challenge that's got band-aids? No. I don't own the band-aid image. Um, Pat, we'll talk about that. Oh, good. I'm glad that you got it, Lynette. You have a birthday coming up next week. Oh, there you go, Terry. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll have to remember that one. Not at all, Tara. Not at all. There's no way, with as many of us as there is now, just since I started this 2 years ago, we have quadrupled in size. And in people making stuff, there's no way you're going to be able to make something that's not like something that somebody else has made. Yes, look how many different shut the boxes there is now. And oh, what's her name, from Nerdco? Anyway, she was the very first one that come up with that. But look how many there is now. And look, oh, the one who did the first box challenge. She did I did her spooky box, and I've got her candy box I haven't done yet. She done the first box challenges with the Build a Farm. Look how many box challenges there is now. I made a box challenge, the road trip. It wasn't like hers, but the idea for a box challenge came from her for everybody. That's me, Eva. I don't think about it. I just make what I like and what I think is going to other people are going to like, and I don't worry about it. Income based, yes. She was the one that came up with the Build a Farm, as far as I know. And that was the first box challenge I ever saw. And then she did the candy box and then the spooky box. And then from there, everybody's doing box challenges. So what? They're all different. And I have several that I have like 3 or 4 different Christmas box challenges. That's all right. I love them. I love doing different ones. Oh, good, Mary. Thank you. I like saving for emergency too. I'll be glad when we get that one done. And then I'm not putting anything in it tonight, but when I get home. I've got to start back on that next week. I'll be glad to get that one done. I think I'm going to do it over when I do. And actually, Busy Bee, I think it would be almost impossible to get a copyright on a savings challenge, because I'll guarantee you, no matter what savings challenge you come up with, there's going to be another one out there that's like it at this point. Yes, and in every video I do, I always tell who made that challenge, whether it was one of mine or whether it's yours or anyone else's. I always say whose challenge that is, and I think that's the only thing we can do. Oh yeah, that's not right, Fiona. To do it, to be that specific with it, that's not right. Yeah, and there's a lot of brick walls now. Hey, Minnie, I'll tell him that you said hello. Yes, I'm excited about the booklets now too. I started a Christmas one from Norella's Budgets last week, a week before last, and then I've got one that I've actually bought off of Etsy that I'm putting together that I'm going to be. I'm trying to think. Think I may do it just as a members only challenge. Um, but anyway, I've got to get it laminated and put together. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was Kimmy, and I just didn't sing. He came a little while ago to peck on the door right before the live started to tell me something that was on the news. So he might have been coming back to update me, but he knew I was talking, and so he didn't come in. Or he goes out and sits on Amy's porch a lot in the evening, so he might have been going out there. Oh, was he doing that? I didn't know he was making faces. I didn't even see him. Oh, yeah, I do too, Kimmy. Yes, I use Canva too, and I have purchased. I also purchase artwork some too. I don't. All of my artwork doesn't come from Canva, but a lot of it does. I wish he would, Kimmy, but I can't get him to do it. One time I got him to do a video with me, and believe me, Guy is a very talkative person. He will go up and talk to strangers when I won't do that. But I said, "Come on in here and do this video with me." So he finally gave in. He come and he sit down, and I started talking and doing the video. And I said, "Well, put your hands." I said, "Put your hands up here." And he went with his hand, just like that. And then he'd just sit there and he never said anything. So I just didn't ask him anymore. Eva says she remembers that video. I'll never forget him just slapping his hand on the desk. Yeah, we've got a couple right here, right now. I'll take care of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You missed that, Lynette. So I just thought, okay, I won't ask him to do it again. I have asked him a couple times to come and do the live with me just so you guys can meet him, but he won't do it. And I'm really surprised because it's kind of not like him. He will just talk to rank strangers and when we go places, and I don't do that. He does. Tara said she remembers it too. Oh, that's good, Kimmy. Let's go ahead and do one more giveaway before we have to get off before Jeanette's live at 9:30. Canva's my friend too, Minnie, except this week, I don't know what's going on. A couple of days ago, Alex and I did our video, and I always do my editing in Canva. I could not get my video to upload into Canva. Well, that night, after everybody went to bed, I got back up and I finally got it up and edited. Yesterday, our video, I could not get it no matter what. I set up to 2 o'clock this morning trying to get that video up to go up at 6 o'clock this morning. I couldn't. I went on to bed. I got up at 6:30. Everybody was still in bed. Tried again, could not get it to. And I was oh well. So I went back to bed and I was laying there. I thought, you know what? I can go ahead and just load that video up. It just won't have the intro or the music. So that's what I ended up doing. Until I get home, I don't know what is going on with Canva. So tomorrow's video might be the same way. We'll find out. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and do this other giveaway. We'll go ahead and do a number 1 to 60. And again, this is for another $15 in printables from my shop. And all you have to do is go over there, pick out what printables you want, send me an email and let me know, and I will send them right to you. So go ahead and give me a number 1 to 60, and I'll watch for it. Okay, we've got a winner. It's Mary Reber Charbonneau. Is that how you say your name? Okay, it was number 13. Congratulations, Mary. Just go to my Etsy shop, find $15 worth of printables you'd like to have, and let me know what you want, and I will send it right out to you. Unless somebody asked me a question right when we were getting ready to start, so let me go back up here and see what that was. Oh, Minnie asked me, she said, you can edit in Canva? Yes, ma'am, you can. Just upload your video. I do my intro I made in Canva. My music. Well, my music I actually got from YouTube, but I uploaded it into Canva because the music that I was using there for a while came from Canva, and YouTube said I couldn't use it anymore. I had to pick one of theirs. So I go in, I upload my video, and then I put it in, have my intro, my music in there, and if there's anything I want to edit. Most of the time I don't have to edit anything out, but I just do whatever I'm going to do, and then download it and back onto my computer, and then upload it into YouTube. Oh, well, thank you, Donna. Yes, I do just about everything in Canva. I do when I what way I do it is I do my videos using my phone, and then I upload that into my Google Drive, and then from my Google Drive I download it into my computer. And then there is a free software package that you can download. It don't cost anything, and it's called Handbrake. And so then I pull up Handbrake, and I pull that video into Handbrake and compress it, because if you don't, you can't load it up in Canva. It'll be too big. And I use Handbrake to compress it, and then after that I put it up into Canva. Good night, Grammy. We're getting ready to get off too, so that everybody that wants to can go over to Jeanette's live. It starts at 9:30. I appreciate all of you coming tonight. And our winners, Anna Banana Budgets and Mary Reber Chabonneau, let me know what items that you'd like to have. And I'm also, this week, I will run the playlist for Minnie, Kimmy, and Tara. And all of you, check out their channels. Check out Jen Finally Saved. She did her first video today, so please go over and subscribe to her, and let's show her some love and support. I hope that you will. Okay, Minnie says, question, Judy, could you make a medical binder like your vehicle binder? I probably can. I'll tell you what, Minnie, after I get home, when I get home, I've got quite a few orders that I have to get out. Plus, this week I have to get my Christmas in July calendar done, and our new savings for our members only Saturday night live, and also for my members that are the Here for Dinner crowd, I've got to get out their July perk. So let me get all that done, and then I will work on that for you. Let me write that down actually so I won't forget. So you are wanting a medical binder like the vehicle binder. Okay. You want to say, like, you know, co-pays, prescriptions, and different things like that. Insurance, maybe. I'll do that. I'll work on that. Jeanette's channel is Jeanette's Journey, and she does a live every Saturday night at 9:30, and she plays lots of games. That's really fun. Oh, and she's got a co-host tonight. Maudie is going to be her co-host from Budgets and Chaos. I'm thinking it's the one, I guess, that we have two Maudies. Okay, I'll work on that, Minnie, but it might be next week before I can do it. Okay, I will let everyone go. I still have to do our Sunday Playing with Friends video tonight before I actually get out of this room, so I'm going to let you guys go, and you can go over to Jeanette's at 9:30, and I will see you tomorrow morning for a Sunday Playing with Friends, but we will also have our lives back at my house next Saturday night. And I appreciate you all being here and coming in and visiting with me tonight. And always remember, I love you. And I'll see you next Saturday night, but I'll see you every day this week. I'll see you then. Thank you so, so much. Bye-bye.